Hello, my name is Royal Andrad and my roll number is AP180702. Today for our gender and sexuality class, I'll be teaching you lesbianism and lesbian literature through the text Facing the Mirror, Lesbian Writing from India by Ashwini Sutankar. The aim and objectives of my paper are to teach you that lesbianism is and how it read its course through history and what lesbian literature is. To teach the story from Facing the Mirror and expand the students' knowledge on lesbian writings from India, how the story brings a focus on the types and subcategories of lesbians and how society views them, and how lesbian literature helps them to break societal norms and mentality against lesbians. What is lesbianism and lesbian literature? A lesbian is a homosexual woman. I've explained this in detail in the presentation about lesbianism. Please watch the video if you haven't and continue from therein. The concept of lesbianism has evolved profoundly since the 20th century. Throughout history, we have heard more about gay couples than lesbians because either they are hypersexualized or because historical writings have focused more on men than women. Hence, lesbian literature, which is written by lesbians or covers the topics of lesbians, has helped us gain a perspective and hear the side of the story from a lesbian woman's viewpoint. More information on lesbian literature is uploaded in the classroom. Let us start with the book Facing the Mirror, Lesbian Writing from India by Ashwini Sutankar. The book seeks a voice for India's silent lesbians. The writer is a lesbian activist who speaks about the marginalization of lesbians as women and as homosexuals. The book was an anthology which consisted of poems, essays, and personal histories of lesbians. The book took her 2.5 years to write and consists 77 contributors. The story I have picked is Changing My Body, Changing My Mind by Sonu. Please read the story online on Google Classrooms and continue if you haven't yet read the story. Areas of lesbianism highlighted by the character in the story. This story brings to our focus the subcategories of lesbians and their choice of self-expression. There are different categories of lesbians. A few are femme or lipstick lesbian. They have a feminine style of clothing, wear makeup and do their hair. The actual butch lesbian, she's free of makeup, wears jeans and hoodies. The chapstick lesbian, she's a blend of both of the above. Little masculine, little feminine. The lug, who has recently discovered that she's a lesbian. The boy lesbian, baby dyke, lesbian. More details on different types of lesbian will be uploaded in the classroom. Please refer to them. So here we see how there are different types of lesbians and how each one has their own style of expression. There are 3 characters in the story, Tina, Sonu and Polly. All 3 are different in their own ways. Tina is more like the lag lesbian. She has recently discovered herself and may remain a lesbian if it works for her or not, as she cares about what society says. Sonu is in transition between baby dyke to actual butch, but she still expresses herself differently, as butch do not wear skirts, but she chooses to. Polo is more confident about her sexuality. She may fall in categories of femme lesbian or butch lesbian. We can also see how society views lesbians in India. I have uploaded 2 videos on this topic. Please watch them and then continue from here. Lesbian women in India are looked at as impure or cursed. Either that or they are hypersexualized. In the story, we have read how the psychiatrist tells Sonu that there's something wrong with her upbringing and that she needs to meet more men. Also, her classmate would think that because she was a lesbian, she would rape her. It shows how people associate lesbians with mental instability and consider them as abnormal and dangerous. Lesbians are thought to be defected from birth, and people find it difficult to accept gender identity. References to these can be found in the PPT on Indian lesbian literature in the classroom. Books like Facing the Mirror, Lesbian Writing in India help to educate people of different genders about lesbianism by giving them a look inside the life of a lesbian from the perspective of a lesbian itself. It proves that they are as normal as people belonging to other genders. It provides a voice and a platform for lesbians who face day-to-day prejudices of being a woman and a homosexual. It helps them vent. Also helps change the perspective through which they are looked at by changing the mindset of lesbians being from monsters to just normal people. For your activity, distinguish between the following lesbians on what type of lesbians they may be. Thank you for watching.